Because we live in George Bush's belt buckle, I didn't have a t-shirt made that said, "I'm caring for a gay man, how does that make you feel?" Because, you know, there's no sense in inviting controversy or a scripture reading. And the people who know me, the people that matter in my life, they all knew. I mean, I didn't, you know, I certainly wasn't going to lie to anybody, and it's not something I was ashamed of. But, you know, the checkout girl at Walmart, she didn't need to know the details, and but I did make sure that everybody knew that I was a surrogate. First of all, because I was really proud of it. Secondly, because the attention was cool. and also because it is a small town, and I wanted to make sure that as much as possible that there was no whispering, "Didn't she have a baby? Where's the baby?" later. And it's better to just come out and say what you're doing than to let there be rumors. You know, I heard such and such, and I'm sure there was some of that anyway. That's fine. I couldn't get to everybody. I should have had a T-shirt made. I should have just had it. Actually, I did have a T-shirt made that's on the front says, "Not my husband's." And then on the back, it says, "Not mine either." And I had a lot of fun. I got a lot of mileage out of that shirt. Donovan was very aware. I mean, obviously
She's 5.
She's just turned 6 now. She was completely aware of the pregnancy, obviously, and as much as she possibly could understand my carrying somebody else. She understood about that they put somebody else's baby seeds in me because some people don't have tummies that can carry babies, you know. And obviously I didn't have a discussion with her about gay versus straight. That would have made no sense to her at this point in her life anyway. But, you know, she obviously knew that here are these 2 men who are the fathers for the twins. And so, you know, as much as she could understand that, it was explained to her. Mackie raises little pedigree show bunnies, and so she is so savvy. She knows that if you put 2 guys together, they're going to go for it just like a guy and a girl in the bunny world. That's exactly what they do. She's so precious because she wanted to protect me the whole time. If I was going to lift something that she thought was too heavy, "Mom, the babies." Or I remember one time I picked her up. She had fallen asleep on the couch. And she's a big girl, you know, but I had to carry her, and I picked her up, and she woke up just enough to say, "Mom, no, you can't carry me because of the babies." I'm like, "Okay, honey, you walk and just hold my hand." So sweet. I was definitely declared pregnant in mid-July. He was supposed to come back. His duty over there was finished in November, but at the end of August, there was like a missile that exploded right behind the building where he worked, and he said, "That's it. I've got too much at stake now. I'm going home." And so they brought him home. I did not see him until January. No, that's not right. December, for the ultrasound that was going to determine the sex. And he was so excited to come down, and I knew he wanted a girl, and I felt the pressure. Please, one of you be a girl. And so he and Sebastian both came for the ultrasound, and that was really the first time that my doctor, because at that point I was with my own doctor. I had been for the first trimester, Circle was sending me, I was having to schlep myself to Dallas to see a fertility specialist. But after the first trimester, then I was released to go to my own doctor. My doctor knew I was a surrogate, but I had not said anything to him, and he had not asked me. If he had asked me questions, I would have answered them, but he didn't care. And so I hadn't told him that I was working with a gay couple. So then when they showed up for the ultrasound, here they are. It's obvious now. And that was fine. And there were some of the staff who came and asked me about it, but I could tell that they were curious and interested, and they appeared to be supportive, and I'm sure they gossiped about later, but that probably made their day. So the ultrasound, the first one, baby A, was a girl. And so I was like, whew. And then baby B was a boy. And then we all went out and ate fried mushrooms, because that's what you do in Texas. I saw him again. He came back again in January for what was supposed to be the 3D sonography. I really can do like a three-dimensional picture of the baby's face and whatever. I have some beautiful pictures of my babies. But even Vincent were all tangled around each other and their faces mashed into the placentas and stuff, so the pictures were all really ugly. And poor Pierre, he's like, there's something wrong with it, because the picture looked like the top of his head was cut off. And Pierre's going, oh! And I'm trying to say, no, 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 this is just the way the machine takes the pictures. But it was a new experience for him. So we didn't get any pretty pictures, but we ate fried mushrooms again, and so it had to have been successful.